Hello, time for something a little bit different. Fae Farm came out today and I played it for a whole 4 hours over on my Twitch stream, so I'm obviously an expert on the game. And on top of this, I've barely seen any other content about it, so that includes trailers and other people's reactions. So how does the game live up to my lofty expectations? Well, starting with the character customization, it's a tad bit lacking here. There are plenty of skin tones, voices, and such, but when it came to actually getting a hairstyle I wanted, let's just say I was left very disappointed, which is pretty sad for a main feature of my characters and what I want to do in these games. And then there's character naming. Let's be clear when it comes to naming. You can name your world, you can name your house, you can name your pets, but can you name your character? Of course not, why even ask? This was honestly mind-boggling, and in case you're wondering, the game uses your Steam, Switch, or Pheonix Lab profile name, so I hope you don't want to play different characters with different names, because that's just not possible. Why? Just why? And this naming thing wouldn't be a major issue if it wasn't for the next thing, multiplayer. You see, the multiplayer is set up in a fashion where one player is a host and 3 others can join on new characters. You cannot bring your level 3000 character from your primary save onto a new day 2 game. And this is something that I like a lot, and I think it makes sense in any and all farming sim games that are also trying to build in a story and RPG mechanics. It's just that when you need a new character, you'll want to make a new character. You're not always making the same person, and you usually want to give them their own personality. So yeah, in Fae Farm, the progress sits with the host, and everybody works together to advance the island, the story, and the homestead, and that means that everything is shared as well. Now, with those 2 boring pieces of information out of the way, let's talk about, well, the gameplay, and also the big question in the room. Is the game actually worth the $40 price tag? Let's be honest, most of the gameplay in Fae Farm isn't really anything new, at least up to the point that I've gotten in my 4 hours of playtime. First impressions rock. You can mine, farm, raise animals, craft, and fish like you would in any other sim game, right? And if you could do all of this in other games, what makes this one stand out? Honestly, to me, it's the movement. Fae Farm uses its 3D environment in a really fun way, allowing you to jump around, swim, and even bounce off mushrooms in order to get around the map and explore. And this exploration isn't just for finding your way to and from places, no. The game also rewards you with furniture blueprints for checking areas just outside of the main paths, which is both fun and addictive. And I'm going to say something that's probably going to make people mad, but I actually really like the fishing in this game. You have to throw the lure out, which on controller is a bit of a mess because you have to aim with the right stick instead of where you're looking. But that aside, you throw the lure out, you have to attract the fish by bobbing the lure, and then you pull it in, trying to not have the line snap. And it turns out to be more fun and interactive than other ones. And I think a lot of people are going to have trouble with this, but honestly, if you just mash the button, you'll get through it just fine. Now, with all that said, is Fae Farm worth the $40 price? I can't answer that for you exactly. You see, there are plenty of farming sims out there that you can get for cheaper, but for me, I don't regret my purchase. I honestly believe that as I play through this game more, that I'll get more of my money's worth, but at this point, it is a really fun game, and it's even more fun when you're playing with other people. I won't say that it's not worth the money. I'm not that far into the game, but if you have a few friends to play and explore it with, it can definitely be worth it. And that's where I'll leave you with my Fae Farm analysis from my first impressions. Again, it was only 4 hours. I'm not far in this game at all. I'll do a more comprehensive one later when I've played a lot more of the game. And I've been streaming this over on my Twitch page, link in the description. Here's everyone that makes these videos possible, and thank you for watching. Have a nice day.